Scene.
All right. So here's a routine of stuff we're going to work on. The first one is laying on your back. We're going to cover basically kind of these what I call the dead bugs. So the first thing before you even did that was working on the kind of the bracing. You know, you're working on kind of squishing your lower back into the mat, tightening those abs. You know, really trying to get that kind of strong contraction there.
Okay.
So the dead bug is going to force you to get a stronger contraction. So you're going to start with your feet, legs like this. We call them the 90-90s. Your ankles are at 90, knees and hips. You're going to try to maintain this here. You know, don't let the back arch. Keep that contact. This is going to get the muscles firing a little harder. Then to take it to the next level, what I want you working on is slowly straightening one leg. You know, the further out your leg gets, the harder it gets. The lower to the ground, the harder it gets. You know, and then kind of bring it back. So brace those abs. Don't let that back arch. That's the goal of this.
Okay.
The leg goes out. Maybe you just go part of the way, like right now. That's just hard enough. Say you do a few, and you need to take a break for a second. Rest, you know, then kind of come back. Do another, working and trying to do more in a row while you keep the back grounded, holding out there for anywhere from 2 to 3 seconds, building up to 5 seconds even. Come down. If you start noticing the symptoms going down your leg, hook this, do this little stretch here, you know, kind of just to stretch it out. So that's a kind of little progression of the dead bugs. We also talked about the bridges, which is the one where you kind of push your feet down into the mat, hands counterbalanced here, lift your hips up in the air. You're fighting for height. Get those hips as high as you can. This is version 1, just holding it anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds. Come down under control. If you can, keep thinking about bracing those abs. It's a common theme here. Engage those abs, set the core, hold it up here. After a while, if you can do it, you're going to work into a little march. Hold this for a second. Alternate. Trying to let the hips drop down when you're holding it. So you're still fighting for height. Leg comes up. Go into these here. In time, if you get a little better, you can even straighten the leg out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But for short term right now, just kind of holding this up here, coming back down. And same idea, burned out, kind of do this particular one.
Mm-hmm.
So then we're going to transition to the ones in your hands and knees.
Okay.
So we have 3 options from here. We have this is what we call tabletop, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. That's the start position. So I'll do the strengthening one first. Let's do that one, which is the bird dog. That's when we kind of go opposite arm and leg out like this here. You can do a little pause like I am and hold it, and kind of alternate here, holding these anywhere from kind of like, 3 to 5, even work up to 10 seconds. And then you can work on the bird dog crunches. We're just going straight like this for 1, 2, nice and controlled. Knee towards the thigh. I'm not actually making contact. I'm just kind of going right about to here, straight out, driving my heel, tightening the glute, and work your way up to 10 reps of those, even 12 to 15 if they're feeling okay.
Mm-hmm.
And do the opposite the other side. So that's the strengthening one for the back. And then from here we also had the cat and camel, or cat and cow, pick your animal. Arms kind of straight, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, same idea. Here's a cat, tuck the butt, round out the shoulders, push away with your hands, relax the head, and then reversing it up through here. Good, so lower back relax. You did pretty well with these ones here. So this one here, I'm just going to hold him a little longer than I normally would, but I would kind of normally have you going at about this tempo, hold it for a second or two, and then back. I personally like just a little more motion, but if you want to hold for a few extra seconds, that's fine. It just feels better to me to make this one a little more active. Good, and the last one was the child's pose stretch. We're going to open up your knees a little wider now and sit your butt back towards your heel. Walk your hands forward, head rests down. Good, hang here. The more you keep walking your fingertips forward, head relaxes. This is child's pose. You can hang here anywhere from 10, 15, 30 seconds, even a minute. This feels good. Open that back up, and then we added the wrinkle with the side bend to take another little twist to it. Bring the hand to the side. Other hand goes on top here, head rests in the middle, breathe it out. Right now I'm getting a really good left side stretch. And do the same thing over here on that side. It feels good, a little longer, but this is a great one to add in. And then last but not least, we talked about the squat. So those are all your little kind of mat ones there.
Yep.
The squat was the one you're going to have your feet about hip width apart. It's like you're sitting down in a chair. Just going to kind of drive your hips back, looking straight ahead. From a side view, you should see the back should have a nice little kind of slope to it. I should be able to ski right down my back, come back up. You know, so you're gonna work on doing these here like you're hovering over a chair. You felt the one time the issue when you actually went all the way down to the chair, so if you're in the short term, just work on doing shortened ones, come back up. You know, you can kind of do these here. You can even work on having a little pause here. Hold, 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 hold. Come back up, you know, and just play with those there. And keep doing those little reassessments. It starts to act up a little bit. You do that little stretch, pull your knee across.
Okay.
That should be good for now.
All right.